What up, big kids? Here's my big review of The Hunger Games. Now, spoiler alert, there will be spoilers throughout this review, so if you're one of the few people that haven't seen this movie, then turn away, but I'm just giving my thoughts. Now, I didn't know much about The Hunger Games going in. I just knew it was a book trilogy based upon from Suzanne Collins, but holy crap, did this movie blow me away. Wow, it hit me in the heart, and I was on the edge of my seat. So, let me start out. So there's so much good to say, so I'm going to start out with what I didn't like, which is just one minor thing. Now, Gary Ross, the director, he did Pleasantville and Seabiscuit. He's not the best when it comes to action, and he really likes shaking cam. And there's some moments where if you don't like shaking cam movies, which I can get really annoyed with shaking cam, even though I watch Michael Bay movies, but his is not as shaky as some other things. But anyway, like the shaky cam can be really annoying. There's some parts when they're showing off District 12, and even the action scenes can be like, what the hell is going on? But besides that, that was the only thing I didn't like. Now I'll tell you what I did love. Now, for people that don't know what The Hunger Games is, it's a book trilogy. It's like a post-apocalyptic world where there's this capital, like this rich society took over the United States of America. And then there's these 12 districts that each district is in charge of things like electricity or coal mining, which District 12, which our main character, Canis Everdeen, played by Jennifer Lawrence. Holy crap, Jennifer Lawrence deserves, not only does she deserve an Oscar nomination, she deserves to win it. She is just an amazing actress. I loved her in X-Men First Class. She definitely deserves an Oscar. Like, I mean, she is amazing. She is like the next Natalie Portman, Reese Witherspoon. She blew me away. But so the plot is like with Canaan's. So what happens? These 12 districts like try to overtake the rich society of the capital, but they failed. So that was like 74 years ago. So yeah, as punishment, they take a boy and a girl from each district, ages 12 to 18, to fight in this battle royale called the Hunger Games, which they fight to the death. But whoever wins gets fame and fortune, except if you lose, you die, so that sucks. So it really does. But so Canis, her sister gets picked, but very noble and brave thing. She says, "You know what? I volunteer. I'll do it. Just spare my sister." And another boy gets picked, called Peter. He gets picked, and yeah. Pita. It sounds like Peter, but it's Pita. He gets picked alongside her. What I really like about this movie, it takes its time to build up, really show what these characters, they first get to be interviewed and prepped to look nice and have like a little parade, and they eat really nice food and get like pampered and treated. So they get these like a couple weeks of training and just like trying to promote themselves to be like, hey, like, I'm awesome, you should pick me, like odds, because you're trying to get sponsors and everything, and these sponsors will give you weapons or survive, like medicine and food, so you can survive the Hunger Games. And that's why, like, the first half of this movie is the build up, and some people might think that's slow, but actually I liked it. The pacing was great. The pacing to me did not seem slow at all. I was invested in these characters. I cared about all the secondary characters, and you see that all these people aren't just like these one-dimensional characters. They actually have, like they have like with Canis, she is like the very strong, headstrong person, but she doesn't know how to get people to like her. So it shows how like she has to learn to be like get people on their side, which I love. And then all that build up, and once you get to the Hunger Games, holy crap, it is brutal. This movie's only PG-13, but it's like seeing kids. I mean, how do you market like a story like this to the general audience? Like, go see like kids killing kids in brutal ways with knives and blows and oh my god, it's crazy. But man, there's a moment here. Like, first off, Josh Hutcherson, who's like in the Journey movies, and he was great as Petra. And wow, their relationship, like his character and Canis are just, I just was rooting for him the whole time. And like I said, I didn't read the books, but God, I was so invested in the characters. And there was other characters like there's this little girl, Rue, and that little actress, Amanda Sternberg. Oh my God! Spoiler alert! Like, she helps Katniss, and she reminds Katniss of her sister, who she's going in there for, and when she gets killed, there were so many times in this movie I'm just like tearing up. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, this movie, this is not like, you know how this is like a teen series book? This is not Twilight. Twilight was one of those things that on paper seemed like it'd be cool for anyone, like vampires, werewolves, romance. It's like everyone wins. No, it's crap. This is not crap. This was like, I was invested in these characters. I felt sad when characters died. Seeing kids not killing people because they had any hatred or vendetta against these people, but because they're just trying to survive. And you know, the whole thing how the Capitol was trying to like mess with them, like sending fireballs to try to take out Katniss, or those dogs, and the dogs that killed the last guy from District 1. And then how first they say, oh, if you have the same a boy and a girl from the same district, they can win, 2 people can win, and then they change it all of a sudden, and then they want Katniss and Peeta to fight each other. That was just like, oh, you bastards. So but then Katniss's thing about how taking these poison berries, and you know what, they're not gonna let either of us die. They'd rather have 2 people win instead of no one. So they were about to pretend like they were gonna commit suicide, and then they trick them. It's like, no, wait, okay, you both win. That was awesome. But man, everyone involved in this movie, even Lenny Kravitz, like I love Lenny Kravitz. Are you gonna go my way? But he was so good in this, and just everyone. Stanley Tucci was in here, and the guy that played from American Beauty and Blackheart, and the first Ghost Rider movie, he was Wes Bentley, and Liam Hemsworth, who plays he is a younger brother of Chris Hemsworth, Thor. He was great. He plays Gale, who's going to be a bigger part in the other sequels or books. He was amazing. Yeah, and Elizabeth Banks, who looked like the Society people look ridiculous, but oh man, all I gotta say, man, bottom line, okay, if you don't like shaky cam or really good build up for like a payoff for like this movie, if you just want like things to the point and you just don't care, you just want to see the action and stuff, this might not be your movie. But if you really like being invested in a character, like I said, I'm a guy that loves action movies, but I love being invested in characters. I love rooting for these characters, and this movie made me root for these characters. I cared for these people. I got sad when people died, and this movie hit me in the heart. I was on my edge of my seat. What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? And I didn't read the books, and this movie almost makes me want to read the books. I mean, not saying that I don't. It's just like a time frame thing. I wish I had more time to do it, but I don't know. I recommend people that are into like, you know, if you liked Running Man, Battle Royale, all that stuff, check out the books, check out this movie. Oh, definitely see this. But if you don't like shaky cam, don't see it IMAX, just see it regular. But I have to say, so far, until I see the Avengers and Dark Knight Rises and Amazing Spider-Man, this is my favorite movie this year, hands down. I give The Hunger Games a 5 out of 5. Definitely go see this movie. It blew me away. I love it. Jennifer Lawrence deserves an Oscar nomination. For more geek news, reviews, and more, check out bkbn.net. I'm Sean Long. Remember, celebrate your new in a big way.
Go to bkbn.net. Go to bkbn.net. Go to bkbn.net. I tell you to go. Go down.